Just imagine, for a second, your phone rings. You hear the voice of someone you love, absolutely panicked. But here's the thing, it's not them. It's a machine. So today, we're going to break down the terrifying rise of these AI impersonation scams, and more importantly, give you the one tool you need to beat them.
Okay, first things first, let's really understand what we're up against here. This is not your typical scam email full of typos. Nope, this is a super sophisticated attack that uses artificial intelligence to perfectly, and I mean perfectly, mimic the voice of someone you know and trust.
So picture it. Your phone buzzes, and it's your child or your parent. Their voice is trembling, they're in a total panic, they say they've been in an accident, or maybe they've been arrested, and they need you to send money right now. Every single instinct in your body is screaming at you to help. And that's exactly what these scammers are counting on. And you might be thinking, this is some rare, futuristic thing, right? Wrong. According to a 2024 study from McAfee, 1 in 4 adults has already gotten an AI voice scam call. 1 in 4. That means someone you know, maybe a close friend or family member, has probably already had to deal with one of these terrifying calls. The threat is not coming. It's already here.
And when these scams work, man, the financial fallout is it's devastating. A staggering 77% of victims end up losing money. And what's even crazier is that a full third of them lose over $1,000. It just goes to show you how powerful this kind of emotional manipulation really is.
The speed at which this whole thing is growing is absolutely mind-blowing. In just the last 3 years, these deepfake attacks have exploded by over 2,000%. And as the technology gets easier and cheaper to use, you can bet the number of these scam calls is just going to keep climbing.
So how in the world is this even possible? Well, it all comes down to a technology called voice cloning. All a scammer needs is a teeny tiny audio clip of someone's voice. We're talking as little as 3 seconds from a social media video, a podcast, or even just their voicemail greeting. That's it. That's all an AI needs to create a digital copy of their voice that can say literally anything.
And this isn't just about personal phone calls either. This technology is a massive threat to businesses. Earlier this year, an employee at a huge company was completely fooled by a deepfake video conference call. They thought they were talking to their CFO and other colleagues. The result, a fraudulent wire transfer of over $25 million. It proves that even seasoned professionals can get tricked.
Okay, so we know how serious this is. The question is, what do we do about it? Well, let's talk about our first line of defense, detection. There are actually subtle little clues, things you can see and hear, that can give a deepfake away if you know what you're looking for. Now in video deepfakes, the AI still messes up, so pay really close attention to the eyes. Is the person blinking normally, or is it weird and inconsistent? Check out the hands and any jewelry. AI often makes those things look blurry or just plain weird. The skin might also look a little too smooth, almost like a filter. But the biggest giveaway? Watch the mouth. If the lip movements don't perfectly sync up with the audio, that is a huge, flashing red flag.
When it's just audio, it really comes down to trusting your gut. Listen for weird pauses or a strange, unnatural rhythm in their speech. Maybe the tone is totally flat, or the accent just doesn't sound quite right. Ultimately, if the voice just feels off somehow, trust that feeling. That's often your first and best clue that something is seriously wrong.
Spotting a fake is good. Don't get me wrong, but it's a reactive measure, right? You're playing defense. What we really need is a proactive, totally foolproof way to verify who you're talking to. And that brings us to the single most powerful tool you have against these scams.
So let's think about this for a second. An AI can fake a voice. It can fake a face. It can even fake an entire video call. So what's left? What's the one thing that a computer, an AI, just can't fake? It can't fake a shared secret.
And that, right there, is your family safe word. It is so simple, it's low-tech, and it is absolutely unbeatable. It's just a unique word or a phrase that only your trusted inner circle knows. It's the key that unlocks trust in a world full of digital fakes.
So here's how you do it. First, pick something unique. A family inside joke, a weird pet name, something you can't just find on social media. Step 2, and this is so important, only share it in person. Never ever text it or email it. Third, make sure it's memorable and maybe practice it once in a while so nobody forgets. And finally, if you get that panicked call, you stay calm and you ask, what's our safe word?
All right, the safe word is your core defense. It's your superpower. But we can make it even stronger by building a whole safety net around it.
These are just some simple protocols and habits that will make you a much, much harder target.
You need to adopt this mindset. Never trust, always verify. If you get a call that feels suspicious, the best thing you can do is just hang up. I don't care how much they plead. Just hang up. Then you call them back on the number you already have for them in your phone. Or switch it up. If they called you, send them a text. And remember, scammers create urgency to make you panic. A real emergency can wait 5 minutes while you make sure it's legit.
We also need to stop feeding the beast, right? We have to limit the raw material these scammers can get their hands on. So start by setting your social media profiles to private. Think twice before you post videos where you're talking a lot. It's even a good idea to go back through old posts and make your voicemail greetings super generic. The less of your voice that's out there in public, the better.
And let's just remember why this is all so incredibly critical, especially for the most vulnerable people in our families. In 2023 alone, seniors were scammed out of $3.4 billion through different financial crimes. And these new AI scams are making them an even bigger target. The stakes are just unbelievably high.
But you know, this isn't just about protecting elderly relatives. A safe word is a great tool for everybody. Families can use it to protect their kids from scary calls, and businesses can even have a corporate safe word to prevent the kind of massive fraud we talked about earlier.
Actually, having the conversation is key, but it can be a little awkward. So for kids, you can frame it like a secret family password to keep them safe from pretend calls. For older parents, just reassure them that being cautious is smart and that you would much rather they hang up on a potential scammer and call you back to check. And the most important message for everyone is this: a real loved one in a real emergency will understand why you need to check. They'll appreciate it.
So here is your game plan, your cheat sheet, all on one slide. If you get one of these calls, step 1, stay calm. Don't panic. Step 2, ask for the safe word. If you're still not sure, hang up and call them back on a number you trust. And never wire money when you're feeling pressured. Following these steps can be the difference between a scary story and a total disaster.
And here's a really simple trick you can use anytime you feel that pressure. Just remember the 3-second rule. When that urgent request comes in, just stop. Take a breath, and for 3 seconds, ask yourself 2 simple questions. Is this normal? And how can I verify this is real? That tiny little pause can be enough to break the scammer's spell.
Look, at the end of the day, just knowing about this stuff isn't enough. It's not. The only thing that truly protects you is taking action. So I'm urging you, sit down with your family this week. Choose your safe word. Don't put it off. It is the single most effective thing you can do. Because this technology is only getting better. The scams are only going to get more convincing. So the next time a call comes in and that voice on the other end is someone you love in desperate trouble, you'll only have a few seconds to react. The only question is, will you be ready?